Man, it's kind of fulfilling to start over. It's kind of satisfying to start over. Alright guys, the time has finally come for me to start a new free-to-play solo. For those of you who don't know, free-to-play solo is the most successful series I have ever done in Frostborn, getting over 1 million views if you include all 100 episodes. If you guys want to go watch that, it's great. There are so many plot twists and things that change. We'll put a link up there to the previous 100 episodes of free-to-play solo. It went great, but Frostborn has changed so much. So I get a lot of comments from people saying, hey, I love the series, I've enjoyed watching it, but it's not helping me play as much as it used to help other people play because the game has changed so much. So I'm gonna go through this game again, and I'm gonna be free to play. I'm gonna be solo, never have a family, to show you guys how to succeed in this game. And I'm also never gonna participate in a season because every season will be different, and I'm not gonna get all these legendary gear that you won't then be able to copy. So everything I do in this episode, you will be able to copy in the most extreme way. And so it should be a lot of fun. Last time there was a lot of plot twists. It was great. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is choose a starting class, which really doesn't matter in this game. The weapons you start out with are so puny, and you actually start out with all 3 classes for free. Anyways, you switch between them. Personally, I have enjoyed having a bow. It's a green bow. It's not that great, but it's not something that you get as easily early on. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this little bow. Let's go ahead and we'll have the gender. The gender looks great. That's about the skin color. Hairstyle, I am not a Viking, and I'm not sure what my hairstyle would be as a Viking, but I am growing my hair out. I don't know if y'all have noticed that yet, but my hair is quite a bit longer than it normally is. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm going to be growing it out for the next probably 6 months. It is going to be like down to here. And then hopefully I'll cut it off. It was a Christmas present to my wife, so I'm not going to cut it off too quickly. I want to make sure to get proper amount of brownie points from this, Christmas present. That's what she asked for. That looks pretty good. It looks kind of like me. I don't know if I want a crazy beard or not. I thought about growing out my beard. She didn't ask for that. But I don't think she cares. So if my hair is getting long, should I grow out my beard? I've grown it out a little bit. It's a little bit thicker. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, I'm definitely not doing that. All right, and then we're going to change the name. Make sure to put your name in there. Unfortunately, in this game, I've gotten so well known now that I don't think I'm going to be able to get my name. So I'm going to try to do free-to-play Forza. This is what I did in my last free-to-play series. Unfortunately, okay, great. It looks like I was able to get free-to-play Forza. So there we go. So I got the same name as my last one, and here we go. We are in wow, it's still Christmas time? What time? It's January 20th. Would have thought that they would take down the Christmas decorations by now. Okay, so the Elder is honestly, none of this stuff actually matters. Like what you just saw, I should have lingered on it longer. There's no boat in this game yet. Maybe someday. This is all fake, okay? All of this is fake. Viking Lands is the only one. France and England do not exist, so we're not going to do that. And but we're going to go through these tasks because obviously you have to get your district going. One thing that will be very different about this series is districts. In the last time, even though it looks kind of similar if you watch the first episode, you didn't build your own district. You just, so there's going to be a lot of stuff different right from the start. But you do go to your camp. This explores the world map. We're going to be exploring a lot of the world map. We're going to be getting some of those early events that are a lot of fun. We're getting the cutscenes. I won't tell you what happened to the camp. Oh yeah, that's right. The last guy died. You find that out later. Well, I'll show you. But there's some dead here. One thing that's very important here, guys, is do not use your bow and switch to the Cure. The Cure is the best class, but I didn't want the little puny staff. So the staff's not horrible. If you pick the staff, you're not gonna, be like, oh, I need to restart the game. It's not that big of a deal. But I am going to need to collect 3 limestone. All right. So these guys, actually, I forget, they're a little bit easier than normal mobs. You do want... Okay, I'm gonna sneak. I've been playing a bunch of other games, so sneaking is a little bit harder. Alright. I guess I clicked on him. Okay. So, if they drop stuff like this, we need that rope right now. We'll probably never need rope again in our lives. But right now, we definitely need rope. So, we need rope and cloth. It's so funny how early on, and leather, early on you need things that later on you'll be like, I have so much of this stuff. So I got the 3 limestone. I am now needing to collect 3 logs. I keep hitting that emote button because I've been playing a lot of Epic Ape Madness, and it's a fun game. I might do a free-to-play series on that game someday. Another thing is you'll notice that I'm not healing. I can heal, but I happen to know, like, especially with this, it's a skill. It's unlimited. I don't even have a weapon to lose durability from, so it's definitely fine to do that. But I know I'm about to level up, which is going to give me all my hit points back. So that's why I'm not really worrying that much about healing right now. The first 3 levels, you just don't have to worry about healing because of all of the level. Honestly, I could probably put this thing on auto. I think you would die, actually, if you just stuck it on auto. You're not quite... They're not quite weak enough that you can just click it on auto and clear all these guys. Maybe if you got lucky and you were leveling up at just the right moments. Another thing that I'm going to do that I regret in other games is I am going to try to keep this little vines. You can't build those, so I don't want the bones. I'm going to pick up the bones. I'm going to pick up this, but I'm going to try to keep both of these vines. It's going to be hard because as I'm working with my base, I might accidentally, click it and then it's gone, right? It's just like, it's over like that. These are a little bit trickier because they're not actually walls, at least not in the truest sense. So like you just pick up the whole wall. But I might try to keep these 2 walls. We'll see. We'll see if we're able to make it work. It does seem like it is making them walk around it. So the problem is I think anyone who attacks my base is just going to be able to come and like pick up these walls. So I'll have to defend them with more walls, and we'll see how that goes. But I have some time. I have some time before I'm going to do some raiding, and so we got some time. Okay, put resources in the cart. So we've pretty much cleared out the spot. We've gotten all the resources we need to do that. Now we got to go upgrade our district. It is amazing what those 3 wood and 3 stone are going to do in this district. I mean, watch this. It's truly amazing. All right, here we go. Created a district. So that 3 wood and 3 stone created all of this. Look at those fences. It's a little sad, but maybe it started out like this. Maybe I haven't used the 3 wood and 3 stone yet, but here we go. With 3 wood and 3 stone, I'm going to clear this site, put that stuff in there, and I'm going to build this little house. Okay? That's not it. I'm going to also build this little altar thing that allows me to unlock classes. Oh wait, I'm also going to build an entire tavern with this 3 wood and 3 stone. And I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to build a craftsman. No, I can't build a craftsman. So I built 2 buildings with 3 wood and 3 stone. Pretty impressive. It's, that pot is made out of iron, so I'm not exactly sure how that really works out. But we're gonna go to the cart and see what else he wants for us, and it's gonna get insane to the point where doing very small little like adding a slot in the bank, okay, you don't actually build anything, requires an insane amount of resources. So it's kind of funny, you can build a building for 3 wood and 3 stone, and then all right, I need to craft a hatchet, and I'm gonna have to craft a pickaxe, so I might as well do that. And I think I can complete these out of order, just in case though. Okay, I also have to decide whether or not I want to keep some of these trees. Some of these trees are kind of pretty. Definitely don't want the scraggly ones. Those are gross. Like, I don't know, I kind of like this tree. I think I'm gonna keep that tree. But I think I have to get rid of one of my trees, my pretty trees. So which one should it be? Which one should it be? All right, decided to cut down this tree. This tree has lost favor with me. I had to cut down another tree. So crafted a pickaxe, get 2 limestone deposits. Man, it's kind of fulfilling to start over. It's kind of satisfying to start over. Because, oh no, oh my gosh. See how quickly I almost lost all of that? It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna finish this deposit. Now, it's interesting because I think I did a deposit. Oh no, stop. See, it's even my trees. I just got to do it by hand. All right, here we go. All right, my inventory is full. Let's see if I can craft a backpack. I need 1 more hide. Aha! See that wolf? I think that wolf is my ticket. Boom! I got the backpack. It's already equipped. Look at all that extra room. I'm going to go ahead and put my bow away. You can see this. It's a letter from the Jarl to Jarl. I guess that's me, from Elder. I get to start up my own district, which is great. I'm going to delete that. And this is a note to the new Jarl. It really doesn't say a whole lot. It just says work on the district and basically go play the game, go farm the game. So we're going to do that. Okay, fill the cart. We're going to fill the cart with goodies, which is just 5 wood and 5 stone. Let's see what we can create with just 5 wood and 5 stone. It's just insane because later you're gonna have to have like 1,000 wood and 1,000 stone to like build a little section of a fence or something, or decorate a building. All right, we're gonna build this building. Just gonna give me some blueprints. It's cool. Clear this site, which I guess clearing a site doesn't necessarily require it. Okay, I'm gonna build this whole fence through 5 wood and 5 stone. And I'm going to, no, can't. Okay, so it's just 1 building, but I also built an entire fence. So, all right, going back to the camp. My district is so sad looking, but we're just getting started. All right, going back to the camp, and I want to try to get a little bit further before, the first episode. All right, Act 1. So this is good. These acts, I will get all of the rewards for these. I won't get premium, obviously, because I'm doing it free to play, but these rewards are nice, especially for free to play players, because you can functionally, they're like something you'd keep in your inbox. So if you got to remember it. So I have some stone, I have some fiber. I'm going to be able to get some of this other stuff. So, and it's pretty quick to complete those. So we're going to work on that. But what's more important than doing the acts is to follow the progression of the, these different workbenches and stuff. So the first one that we really need is a wood cutting table. I need to get some iron, which luckily they provide some iron here. Okay, so we're here. I'm gonna put a window right here. No, I want a door. I'll put a door right there, which probably won't count as one of my walls, which is annoying. Let's see if it did. Oh, it did. Nice. Okay, and then we're gonna actually delete this right now. I'm also gonna go ahead and start building out. And I don't want my base to look like my last one, so I'm gonna just kind of play around. If you want a base to copy, that is actually one of the best things about my last free-to-play series is I actually had a pretty sweet base, and a lot of people enjoyed copying my base, so you can keep that up. Unfortunately, I just used all my wood, which is kind of what I needed for the woodworking table. So we're gonna put the iron away. Actually, we're just gonna put everything away except these, and we're gonna go do our very first green zone. And the very first green zone is a little bit different than normal, but it's not as special as like the last day on Earth green zone, where you're gonna end up running into an AI player that gives you a bunch of stuff. I've already rated the game, thank you very much. Okay, so I'm exploring, and I just explored this. You got to be level 70 to go to it. Odin's, which is the place to get rich in the game, apparently you have to be level 10. And then the red zone, which I had to be level 7. Wow, I didn't realize you had so many requirements. I did know you had to be level 50 for that. But you can use those to explore. Regardless, we need to be staying in the green zone. Honestly, we need to stay in the green zone a lot early on. Wow, it looks like, wow, there's just so many trees that are available. So there is no special green zone. I lied. There's no special green zone in this game. So I am running into, that was a mistake. Guess we're fighting them. Hopefully I don't die. Wow, look how close that was. I kind of need the stuff anyways, so that's funny. So yeah, I guess there's nothing new about the green zone. Your first green zone, you're matched with players. Now, one thing you will want to do right off the bat is get a spear. A spear is 2 wood and 2 rocks, and it is a game changer. Oh my gosh, for killing things, because when you have it equipped and you sneak attack someone, you're gonna almost one-shot these guys, and that is very helpful. I mean, it's honestly, well, kill the moose instead. I really hope I don't die. There we go. Another thing you can do is once you get berries, you can equip them to your quick slot, and I'm gonna stick it on auto. And then just every once in a while you hit that berry. You got to click auto again though, unfortunately, because it kicks you out. So if you zone like this, where someone else has already kind of cleared all the mobs out, it actually makes it nicer. But I guess I should show you guys what it looks like when you get a zone to yourself, because that does happen. So you come over here and you sneak attack enemies to kill them, and then every once in a while you're gonna have someone like this wolf that now normally your health is a little stronger than mine is. You can always just keep healing, take your time. You know, actually what I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna use berries, and I'm just gonna level up. You can see I have the first classes unlocked. So the Cure, Bowman, and Warrior you start out with from the beginning. And then when you hit level 5, you get the Berserk, Ice Mage, and Pathfinder. I am thinking that I want to go Ice Mage. I've always been intrigued by the Ice Mage. It is really strong right now, and so it's a pretty easy class to level up. So I'm thinking I'm going to go Ice Mage in this series, but it probably won't be my only class, especially because you need to unlock more classes to unlock higher level classes. So I'm probably going to go Ice Mage in this one, but you can see that because I leveled up, I healed. So that allows me to go in, clear this guy's out. Every once in a while you do have to fight 2 enemies, which is annoying, but it is what it is. You notice how that guy was selected even though I was closer to the wolf? You can do that by clicking on the enemies. And that will basically, you can target. It's really important for PvP. team PvP when you're trying to isolate a guy, when your team is trying to kill got one guy in particular. But you'll notice that I'm really only taking like 6 damage from each encounter, because they're only hitting me once. This guy's gonna hit me more than once. It will be a little more painful. He ended up doing 18 damage, which is still not that much. And you'll notice that cure ability just gives me a lot of sustainability. And then as long as I hit the berries, I don't zero out on the berries, then any new berries I get will automatically get put into my quick slot. It just makes this a lot easier. So you need those berries to heal. So this is another one where I'm gonna kill one and then have to fight the other one. So that's gonna make me do a lot more, take a lot more damage. But what's crazy is that guy, I still only took 18 damage, which is the same damage that the Draugr Thrall did to me. And there's, I think, only 1 or 2 of those guys in the entire green zone. So now I am about to fight a bowman, which is annoying, but we're gonna kill him hopefully before he kills us, and then we're gonna heal up. There's only 1 bowman, so I think there's 2 Draugr Thralls in a green zone. There is only 1 bowman in a green zone. So if you kill that bowman, you're doing good. So I'm gonna grab these berries. Kind of wanted to do an auto, but I'm getting impatient. I kind of want to fit the zone. The zone is almost cleared out, and so it's kind of just want to finish it off. But I'm now low health again, and luckily I am almost leveled up again, because that's just how it is early on Frostborn. So I'm going to run far away from where all the mobs are, and I'm going to click it on auto. And I should level up before this becomes an issue. I imagine, I think I will probably level up before I run into those guys. You can see how quickly. Oh, you do have to make sure that you have the gear that you need. Okay, there's the other Draugr Thrall. So I was right about there being 2 of those. Ideally, you are not going to fight when you're naked, because you take so much more damage when you're naked. You're not going to fight a Draugr Thrall and another enemy at the same time. It might be better to just have one of the smaller enemies come at you, fight it, heal up, and then fight the Draugr Thrall on its own. Just because, man, if this thing's beating on you while something else is beating on you, especially if it's kind of hard, if you're struggling to target the Draugr Thrall, you might actually die, and could be other players in the zone, so you could lose your first backpack, and it just would be annoying. It would be a rough start, and so I don't want you guys to have a rough start. So this zone is almost completely emptied out. I've got almost full health, so I'm just gonna keep going at it, finishing this off. You'll notice that there are some enemies with 60 health, so they're gonna get a few more hits on you. There's not a lot. The green zone is fairly easy if you know what you're doing, which I'm kind of showing you. So here's another Draugr with 60 health, and so 3 hits versus 4 hits is really not that big of a difference. So there we go. All right, I'm gonna keep finishing up this zone. You'll notice by the end of this first zone, I'm gonna be probably level 7, maybe even level 8. So you could literally farm just 1 green zone. And I didn't even kill all the mobs. Those other guys helped me. So now, okay, so I'm gonna heal. I don't need a lot of berries, but I actually will need some berries early on in the game. Once you're an advanced player, you won't need any berries. You'll have so many berries. It's annoying. Nevo keeps putting hundreds and hundreds of berries in my base, and it is so obnoxious. So if you don't know who Nevo is, I'm not always playing free-to-play solo. Obviously, I have a team, and Nevo is a troll that I play with because he's hilarious. Really, what it boils down to is he's hilarious. Okay, I can get daily tasks now. I forgot about that. Level 7 is when you unlock daily tasks. Daily tasks give you silver. This is extremely important for a free-to-play player. I need to craft another hatchet. I'm going to delete this empty bottle. Actually, I could use that empty bottle. I'm going to delete the snowballs because they're not as important. I'm not deleting the blue snowballs, but I probably should, so I probably will. All right, guys, we have finished our first green zone. And basically, let me show you guys what I got. So I got, let's see, 100 and almost 160 wood. I got 23 rocks. Still have plenty of my tools left. I've got 8 meat, which isn't super helpful, but it's somewhat helpful. Got lots of fiber and seeds. That's going to be really useful early on. I'm going ahead and keeping my rope and cloth, even though later on I won't be taking those home. And then I got a little bit of pre-leather. So it's a pretty good find. I kept those snowballs. I had the room for it. And I'm almost level. I'm halfway through to 8 to 9. Okay. So if you are following along, you're like, okay, finally a new free-to-play series. I'm starting this game and I'm gonna do it right, like Forza. And you're not here. Let's say someone had already kind of cleared the zone, or you died because you're like, man, my zone had more enemies. On that note, actually, before I finish that sentence, you'll notice I have 20 berries left over. That 20 berries, each berry is able to do 6 healing. So 20 berries is 120 healing. So you can see that creates quite a bit of sustainability. It gives me an extra 120 health. I'm ending with full health. So, and I leveled up a bunch of times even with full health. So if you time it right, even if it's full of mobs, you should have no problem farming your first green zone naked with a spear, okay? Just do the actions that I did. If you're getting low on health, farm around the edges where there aren't enemies. Keep spamming that cure button, and then when you have more health, clear out a few more enemies, and then eventually you'll just do what I did where it's just on auto. And then you get to bring that home. If you're not here yet, whether you died or the zone wasn't as clear, and you're kind of feeling like, oh, am I getting behind? Just clear another zone, okay? Once you leave this zone, like I just left this zone, and then I'm entering this zone again after clearing it, and it is now... Oh, sorry. I have to empty the chest. I forgot about that, which actually I should probably do because there's some pretty valuable stuff in there. So if you want to clear a zone, you do have to open these chests, which usually other people will do. But in this case, I was able to be pretty alone, which is great. This leather strip is going to be very important to me. So I'm going to ditch the snowballs, and I'm going to go ahead and just eat the meat because keep my hunger in the early on. I actually do need to worry about hunger and water. Those metal shards are useful. I would love Explorer. I can pay. No, free to play. I am going to take my pickaxe here and I'm going to delete this spear. The spear is 2 wood and 2 stone. Very cheap. So I'm just going to put that there. That way I can grab these metal shards. Just because later on I'm going to have a pretty big deficiency in... okay, so someone did open that chest. I'm going to have a pretty big deficiency in iron, so I'm just going to go ahead and take those. And there's 3 chests in a zone, okay? And so if you open the 3 chests, you're good. Those bone fasteners would be useful, probably more useful than this empty bottle. And then this offering to Rig is not part of the game. If you see an offering to Odin, grab it. It's very valuable early on. Later you'll have a million of them. Chains can be valuable, but they're also one of those things you're going to have a ton later on. So I'm good with this. I feel like this is a really good run. Starting off, I want all that wood because I want to get my production going as quickly as possible. So I'm going to run home. That's it for this first episode. That's going to give you a really good start coming back to the base with 160 wood and all of these other resources is going to make this game easier. You will notice that up there at the top, my food and water, or not the food, I already ate, but the water's getting a little low. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how to use all these resources, keep your water up early on when it's a little bit harder, and do all that stuff. We're going to, basically, this is the best start for the first hour or really 30 minutes of playing is what I've done. But I'm going to keep showing you how to escalate that. And really, we're not going to start really succeeding in this game until we get to Odin's, but we still have quite a bit of work to do before we can get there. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.